I'm Edie Lush, Executive Editor of Hub Culture, and here at Davos 2023. Welcome, Chris. How are you?
Well, hello. Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Very good.
So you are the president of Tingo.
That's right.
And I wonder how you think about the theme of the World Economic Forum, given what you do. Collaboration in a fragmented world. What do those words mean?
I mean, I think, let's start with the last one, fragmented. I think at the moment there's obviously a lot of stress in the economy, there's a lot of stress around the world, a lot of fear. But that's usually the time to come together. Things fall apart and then they come together. So out of all this chaos, what we hope for is that there's a bit of order comes. For us, what that means is that we're starting now to bring a load of farmers together.
Okay.
We believe that by bringing farmers together, we're going to be able to join them with the rest of the world and solve some of these issues. Issues like climate change, food security, those sort of things.
So tell me what you're doing specifically and how the model works for the farmers.
So specifically what we do is we work with about 10 million farmers. They all subscribe to our service. We lease them a mobile phone, a smartphone, which allows them to do a lot of different services. We give them banking services, and we include with it a trading platform. So it means it disintermediates all the people that take the value out of the chain for the farmer, means so that the farmer gets as much as he possibly can. For us, the farmer is the hero of the story, so we build everything around them. So we allow them to buy all their pesticides, fertilizers, seedlings, allow them to sell all their fruits and vegetables, and then join them to the global market. And that's the next plan.
So I love that you're leasing the phones, because immediately I'm thinking end of life for the phone, end of use for that phone. Do you find that they're coming back and leasing another one for you?
No, you know what, they then tend to lease another phone, and so the cycle begins again. But you know, it means that they get access to a phone that they can't afford, and you know, in Africa where things are remote, and for a farmer where it's particularly remote, it means they've got access to the whole wide world. So if somebody comes along and tries to buy something off them, they at least now know what the true price is, and they're able to charge the right amount of money. And it means also they can find people to collaborate with. So there you go, we're bringing together that fragmented world.
Right there. So give me some examples of the kind of solutions that farmers are coming up with themselves with the aid of the technology.
Well, there's lots of things. So I think with once you've got hold of a piece of technology like this, it means you can start to aggregate yourself as cooperatives. You know, you can start to work together with other groups of people to actually bring together, you know, solutions such as bringing together tomatoes, vegetables, and then going to the supermarkets and working together to go supply those on a local basis, and actually start to work out logistics on a personal level. It means you can actually pool together, you can bring together funds, and you can start to build things out. So this is the beginning of a social network really for farmers, and the beginning of a social commerce as well. And these things bring the world together. And then if we can expand that outside, so you know, people in America could actually directly meet, look at, see the farmer that's actually producing their produce. Wouldn't they feel more connected with what they eat?
Interesting. So, and what are you mentioned that the farmers can be the solutions to some of the problems that climate change is presenting. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Well, if you think about it, you know, the world has huge amounts of emissions. There's places in Africa that are actually positive in terms of actually sequestration of carbon. So there are places that if we worked with the farmers, we could start to work with the soil, we could work with what is grown, and there could be a massive carbon sink for the whole world. And the size of Africa is 30% of all the arable land in the world. So this is a significant change. So maybe instead of doing a lot of the sort of greenwashing that's going on, we actually went and said, look, we're going to reduce interest rates for farmers. Farmers can pay about 40% interest rates, which means they bet the farmer every time. If you're really serious about getting rid of carbon as a problem in climate, then what you'd do is you'd make sure the farmers had single-digit interest rates. You'd encourage them to grow the right things. Things like hemp can sequestrate the carbon incredibly well, but so can a lot of other products and different types of vegetation, or grow more trees.
Interesting. All right, give me the picture that you'd like to see. You're going to come back and talk to me in 10 years' time. We've done all the right things for farmers. What does that world look like?
Well, that world looks like, so Africa has got a huge demographic in favor of the youth. So if in that time we've actually managed to find work for everyone, and if in that time we've actually managed to deal with some of the carbon issues by giving credits to farmers instead of just holding them amongst corporates, then I think we're going to see a massive change in the world.
Chris, thanks very much for stopping by Hub Culture Studio here in Davos, and I'm Edie
Fantastic.
Lush.